Hey guys, Rich here. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're doing awesome today. Well, over the last couple of reviews that I've posted, people have asked me a couple of times if I was going to ever start reviewing some other stuff. And I figured, well, I just got some of this brand new HeroClix stuff. A couple friends and I, we split some up of the new ones. And it's for a miniatures game called HeroClix. And it's released by WizKids Games. And I figured, we'll do a quick little overview teaser thing and see if people are interested, and we'll go from there. Now I'm also going to be doing this freehand with the camera because there's just a lot of different stuff, so forgive me if it seems a bit shaky. Alright, now basically what this is, it's a game called HeroClix. What this is basically a miniatures game set up with superheroes. So there's miniatures out there like Captain America, Iron Man, Red Skull, but then there's also like Wolverine, Superman, Batman, and WizKids has the licenses to be able to make figures for both the Marvel and the DC universe, and it's really cool. And now they've also been able to start making Lord of the Rings and Street Fighter, and the way that the rules are set up, if you wanted, you could just play, okay, I only want to play with characters in the Marvel universe. Or you could say, I only want to play with the DC, or you can mix it up, and you can have all kinds of different universes mixed together in one miniature game, and I think it's pretty cool. But with this series, this brand new one that just came out, it's for the new Avengers movie. So this box here, it's a booster, and it sells only one figure in it. Sometimes they have boosters that only have one figure. Then they also have team packs that are themed now. I think that's a new thing they're starting, where you get 3 figures that are kind of related to each other. So like all 3 of these characters are from the Thor movie. So it kind of helps you if you want to build a team that's specific to a certain faction. So that's kind of cool that they do that. But anyway, with these boosters, they're coming out for the new movie, the Avengers, and they retail, they're $3.50. I don't know if they're going to be that in every area, but I know that my local comic book store, they just went up in price. They used to be $3, not the Avengers, but the previous set, and now they're $3.50. So I don't know if that's only because it's the Avengers movie and the license costs more for WizKids to be able to make the figures. But all of these figures that you see here on the table, like all these ones right here, these ones came out of the single booster, singles. So they have different types of Iron Man. They've got 2 different types of Captain America in there, Thor in a different pose, and then they also released a brand new starter, and that's where this map came from. To be able to get the maps, you have to purchase the starters, which is cool because they come with usually about 6 figures that have different dials that are different from anything else that you would be able to get. So they're kind of exclusives to the starter. So this starter here, this map it looks to me, it's a platform from Stark Industries. So obviously the movie Avengers hasn't been out yet as far as the beginning of the recording of this video. So I don't know necessarily how this relates to the movie, but it's a pretty cool map. I'd say it's like 2x3, possibly. And the way that this game works, just as a quick overview, trying not to bore you in this video, as you can see, there's squares all over the map, and there's different colors. So each of the colors in the rule book, it'll explain what the colors mean, how they affect gameplay. But basically, your figure moves in the squares, and you can move diagonally and sideways and forward and backwards. So it's a pretty interesting game. We played our first game last night. I played this game a couple of years ago, and before WizKids closed down, and now they were sold to somebody else. NECA now owns them. If you know them, they make action figures such as the Gears of War figures. I think they also did Lost and some of the other movie and video game franchises NECA makes, and now they make these as well. So it's a pretty fun game. We played for our first time last night, and it was pretty interesting. The way that the game works as far as stats-wise, I have a Loki figure here from the Avengers movie. And as you can see, you see all these little numbers and these symbols. These are all related into the game. And the way that it works as far as stats change, it's kind of difficult to do with my hand. But what you do is you twist the dial, and every time you click the dial, the figure is damaged and the stats can change. Each figure has a certain amount of life until the dial clicks to being KO, which means they're knocked out and they're just out of the game. So it's a pretty interesting game. To get into it, the starter costs $25, and that comes with 6 figures. It actually comes with all of the Avengers. You get Spider-Man, oh my goodness, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Black Widow, Hulk, and also Hawkeye. So it is pretty cool as far as if you wanted to get just the Avengers, but they have a variety of other starters out there with different characters from different franchises. So it's pretty cool. And the rulebook, in case you guys are worried, oh man, it's going to be a really big rulebook or anything, the rulebook is only 24 pages long, and the last 2 are just like a glossary. and then counting the first one being, just the index. So it's not really a huge rule book. It's not. I'd say that the hardest part about this game is memorizing what all these abilities are, because each of your characters, all the different colors on their base. There's somebody with colors on them. Like right here, this Iron Man figure, he has a green ability. The black box actually means he has a white ability, and then the gray 17. So each of those colors means he has an ability. And then if you look on their card here, because each character now comes with a card in case you played HeroClix years ago, and on the card it'll tell you what each of the abilities are in the parentheses. And whatever that ability is, that's somewhere in here. So that way you know what that ability does. And some of the abilities are really cool and really fun. One thing I really like about this game is that there's this thing called knockback, and then you can also carry figures. But knockback is where you hit a guy so hard that he just gets knocked back. And sometimes you can knock him into other characters, you can knock him into a wall. It's just interesting. It's not like some miniature games. They're very, very simple. I would say that this one is simple, but it has some added benefits that other miniature games don't have. So, but to play, you just need a couple of figures. Somebody, either a friend or you, having one of these maps, and then all you need is 2 dice, which if you buy a starter, it'll come with 2 dice. It recommends you have these little glass beads but as counters, just so you can keep track of things, but you could use pennies, nickels, dimes, paper cutouts, rocks. I mean, you could use anything. I just happen to have those glass beads. But basically, I mean, the starter is $25. The team pack, if you're interested, they make 4 different team packs. They have one that's related to like Thor. Then there's Captain America from his movie Captain America, so it's more of like Captain America in old style with 2 soldiers. Then you get Red Skull. I don't remember his name before he actually took off his mask. So before he was Red Skull, but he had some of the Hydra soldiers with him. And then you also have, I believe it's a Shield team, which it had characters from Shield. So there's only 14 packs in this set, but it is pretty cool, and those retail for about $9. And then an individual pack of the Avengers is $3.50. So yeah, some people might think it's a little expensive getting into this game, but they're all pre-painted, pre-assembled and everything, and the paint jobs aren't that bad, actually. They're pretty good. I mean, when you compare them to other, action figure companies out there like NECA or McFarlane, yeah, they're not going to be that type of high detail, but, that's actually not bad sculpting, and the paint job's pretty darn good. I mean, if you look at Thor here, I think that's pretty good. It's probably better than what I could do in some instances. But anyway, guys, let me know if you're interested in maybe some more HeroClix videos coming out. I could start reviewing particular armies that I think are fun to use, or teams, or if I open up new boosters, or I don't know. Just there's a lot more that can be done with this because there's just so much, and plus the game is still being supported. I know that there's a new set coming out for the Dark Knight Rises movie. I think it's going to be a smaller set that's still going to use these single boosters, because they also make larger boosters that have 4 figures in them. Not for the Avengers. The Avengers only has the singles, but other sets will have larger boosters. So I think the Dark Knight's also going to be a small one. But it'll still be cool. I'm looking forward to that one, because that's going to be cool, getting Batman and Catwoman and whatever else they can think of. It'll be pretty cool. Anyway, guys, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think, and yeah, we'll see where this can go from here. Alright, guys? Anyway, if you have any questions, leave those down in the comment section as well. I'll do my best to answer them. And if you guys are interested in kind of checking this game out a little bit further, I'll put a link in the description for WizKidsGames.com. That's their particular website. And check it out. They got a couple different sets on there that you can look at. And, okay. Alright, so anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, as always. And I'll talk to you guys again later.